Hello people of the internet, my name is Kevin and welcome back to another video. Okay, so for today's video I have my third original tag. I don't know why I keep making tags, they're fun to make. I don't know, I just like doing this kind of original kind of stuff. I find it really fun, so yeah, this is my third one. So this tag is going to be called the Never Will I Ever tag, and this is very similar to my Never Have I Ever, but now it's called Never Will I Ever. Very, very similar, except it's not like an interactive game this time. It's just like one where you have a question, you answer it with a book. I haven't actually seen a tag out there that has all the exact same questions that I'm about to use, but I have seen one that's a little bit similar to it, and it's called the I Will Never tag, which I'm going to link down below. Basically, for this tag, you have a question. So like never will I ever read this book, and then you pick a book that you will never read. That's basically it, and I have like a few questions. So let's just jump into this and get started. Number 1, never will I ever ship this. Pick a book OTP that you are never going to ship. Now for this one, I haven't actually finished the book series yet, so I don't know if these two people end up together. So please don't spoil me down below and tell me if they do or don't. But I'm going with Cassie and Evan from the 5th Wave series. I just think it's disgusting and I really don't like it at all. I ship Cassie with what's his name, Ben, a lot more than I do with Evan. And yeah, I've only read this book, so I honestly don't know what's going to happen or if that is actually the OTP at the end of this series, so I don't know. But yeah, number 2 would be never will I ever forget the ending. So for this one, you have to pick a book or book series that ended and you will never forget how it ended. This could be in like a good way, like it ended just so good that it's just something that sticks with you, or it just ended so bad that you're just not happy with it, so you'll never forget it. So for me, I'm going with it in a good way, and I'm going with Clockwork Princess. The ending to this trilogy is just... it's so... oh, I just can't. Because I'm not spoiling anything, so it's just this. If you've read this trilogy, you know the ending and the epilogue to this book series is just amazing. And I could have went with an obvious choice of being Harry Potter, because that's my obvious answer, but I just didn't want to use Harry Potter, so I'm using Clockwork Princess instead. I'll never get over this ending or epilogue. It just... Number 3 is never will I ever get over this character's death. Okay, so this one, you just pick a death that's happened in a book or book series where you will just never going to get over it. And for this one, it's going to be very, very spoilerish, so I'm going to put a picture of a goat, and when the picture of the goat goes down, that means I've stopped talking about it, because I'm going to be talking about a death that happens in the Throne of Glass series. So if you have not caught up with that series, then mute the video, and when the picture of the goat goes away, you can unmute me. So the death that happened in the Throne of Glass series that I will never ever get over is the death in Air of Fire of Sorsha. And oh my god, that death was so sad. Like, Dorian was so happy with her, and then she just head gone off dead, and it was so sad. I'll never get over it. And there's also another one in the Throne of Glass series of Nehemia, but I'm just not going to get into that one. But Sorsha or Sorka, I can't remember what her name was, but her she didn't deserve to die. Okay, the goat's gone. I've stopped talking about spoilers. You can listen to me again. Number 4 is never will I ever stop crying over this book. Once again, this can be a good thing or a bad thing. Like, it could just be it was such a good ending that it made you cry because of like nostalgia, or you're just so happy with the ending that you cried, or it's a very sad ending and you cried. And for this, I'm going with Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I will never stop crying over this. My heart, it just breaks every time I think about this book. So sad. Yeah, I'm not going to say spoilers, but just so sad. So number 5 would be never will I ever read this book or book series. So basically you just pick a book or a book series that you will never read. For this, I'm gonna go with the 6 of Crows series. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be very angry and cross with me over this, but hear me out. I have my reasons. I read Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and I just really, really did not like it. I've heard that 6 of Crows is a lot better, but for me, I just have no interest of reading it. and I know it has a lot of hype. I'm not saying it's a bad book. I've not read it. I don't know if it's a bad book. I'm not going to judge anyone. If they like that book, they're entitled to their own opinion. They can like whatever they want to like. I just personally I can't see myself ever picking it up to read, so it's just a book I don't think I'll ever read. Number 6 is Never Will I Ever Stop Raving About This Book. So basically for this, you just pick a book that you're never going to stop telling people to read or just recommending to people. So for this, if this is any surprise to anyone, I will never ever stop raving about the Fire and Flood series by Victoria Scott. This is a duology. It should be a trilogy, but the third book just wasn't allowed to be published, and it deserves to be published because Victoria has amazing writing. The third book needs to become a thing. I would honestly love for her to write her third book because I know she wants to. She has it in her head, but she's just not allowed to. And yeah, it's just really sad. But Fire and Flood, if you like Pokemon, since Pokemon Go is a thing, it's kind of died down now anyways, but this is like a book about Pokemon and a race for like survival kind of thing to get like a cure that cures any illness. And the main character's brother is dying of cancer, so she takes part in this race so that she can win this cure for her brother. And she gets like a little companion thing to help her out, and that's what the Pokemon kind of aspect is to it. This is the first book, Fire and Flood. This is the sequel and conclusion, even though it shouldn't be. Salt and Stone. They are amazing books. These are amazing covers. Writing's amazing. Characters amazing. Everything's amazing. You need to read it. Number 7 would be Never Will I Ever Lend This Book Out to a Friend. So basically you just pick a book that you're never going to lend out. And for me, I'm going to have to go with Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. And the reason behind why I would not lend this out is because this is my personalized signed copy, and I would never lend this out to anyone because if something happened to this, I would be devastated. So this is my pride and possession, and not being touched by anyone. And the final one, number 8, is Never Will I Ever Not Tag You. So basically for this, you just have to tag 3 people that you always tag, and this is just because you will never not tag them. So yeah, so for me, I'm just going to tag a lot of people just because this is my original tag, but for anyone else who's doing this in the future, just pick 3 people to tag that you will never not tag. But yeah, as I said, I'm just going to tag a lot of people just because it's an original tag and I wanted to get out there. So yeah. So that is it, guys, for this tag. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a bit of a different one. It's more like the normal standard tags that you see on BookTube. And yeah, I just had really a lot of fun making this up, and I love making tags. They're really, really fun. I really hope you guys enjoy watching my tags, or else this is just awkward. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys all on Wednesday for my next video. So goodbye, guys.